Our book today is a 5 in a row book, if you're familiar. It's called Very Last First Time by Jan Andrews and Ian Wallace. It has some quite interesting illustrations. Very Last First Time. A Groundwood book, House of and Nancy Press, Toronto and Berkeley. See if Mimi can pronounce anything today. This was from 1985. Very Last First Time. I'll show the words briefly. You can always screenshot them if you're learning English and then follow along. But I'll show the picture mostly because that's what my grandkids would like. Eva Paddleyat lived in a village in Ungava Bay in northern Canada. She was Inuit, and ever since she could remember, she had walked with her mother on the bottom of the sea. It was something the people of her village did in winter when they wanted mussels to eat. Today, something very special was going to happen. Today, for the very first time in her life, Eva would walk on the bottom of the sea alone. Now that already starts out a little confusing to us. What does that mean, to walk on the bottom of the sea? Let's see if we can find out. The words. Eva got ready, standing in their small kitchen. Let's see their kitchen. In their small, warm kitchen, Eva looked at her mother and smiled. Shall we go now? I think we better. We'll start out together, won't we? Eva's mother nodded. Pulling on their warm hoods, they went out. They already have something on the stove in their small, warm kitchen. Beside the house, there were 2 sleds, each holding a shovel, a long ice chisel, and a mussel pan. Dragging the sleds behind them, there's the sleds. The sleds behind them, they started off. Eva and her mother walked through the village. Snow lay white as far as the eye could see. Snow, but not a single tree for miles and miles on the vast northern tundra. The village was off by itself. There were no highways, but snowmobile tracks led the way and disappeared into the distance. Look at the beautiful sky. What do they have there, huh? It's an airplane coming, I think. Down by the shore, they met some friends and stopped for a quick greeting. Is this them with their friends? They had come at the right time. The tide was out, pulling the seawater away, so there would be room for them to climb under the thick ice and wander about on the seabed. So that's what they're talking about, huh? The tide goes out, but the ice on top stays there, doesn't fall. How very interesting. Eva and her mother walked carefully over the bumps and ridges of the frozen sea. Soon they found a spot where the ice was cracked and broken. This is the right place, Eva said. Here they are. After shoveling away a pile of snow, she reached for the ice chisel. She worked it under an ice hump and, heaving and pushing with her mother's help, made a hole. Very interesting. The colors are very interesting too. Just not so bright. Yellows and blues and oranges. Eva peered down into the hole and felt the dampness of the air below. She breathed deep to catch the sea salt smell. Good luck, Eva's mother said. Eva grinned. Good luck yourself. Her eyes lit up with excitement and she threw her mussel pan down into the hole. Then she lowered herself slowly into the darkness, feeling with her feet until they touched a rock and she could let go of the ice above. She's going down under the sea. Here we go. Look at this. In a minute, she was standing on the seabed. Above her, in the ice hole, the wind whistled. Eva struck a match and lit a candle. The gold bright flame shone and glistened on the wet stones and pools at her feet. She held her candle, I forgot to show you the words, and saw strange shadow shapes around her. The shadows formed a wolf, a bear, a seal, and a sea monster. Eva watched them, and then she remembered, I better get to work. They weren't really those things, were they? She was letting her thoughts scare her. Lighting 3 more candles, she carefully wedged them between stones so she could see to collect mussels. Using her knife as a lever, she tugged and pried. She tugged and pried and scraped to pull the mussels off the rocks. Okay, so I guess these are the mussels right here. See them, children? Or are these the mussels? That would be the mussels. I don't know what those are then. See, she has mussels in her hand. She was in luck. There were strings of blue-black mussel shells whichever way she turned. Alone for the first time, Eva was so happy she started to sing. Her song echoed around, and she sang louder. She hummed far back in her throat to make the echoes rumble. She lifted up long strings of mussels and let them clatter into her pan. She was having fun while she worked. Soon her mussel pan was full, and she had time to explore. She found a rock pool that was deep and clear. Small shrimps in the water darted and skittered in the light from her candle, so she stopped to watch them. Reaching under a ledge, she touched a pinky purple crab. The fronds of the anemones on the ledge tickled her wrist. Beyond the rock pool, seaweed was piled in thick, wet, shiny heaps and masses. Eva scrambled over the seaweed, up and onto a rock mound. Stretching her arms wide, tilting her head back, she